Maybe I should unmute my mic. Maybe that helps a bit. No, muting is always better than muting a mic, I heard. Let me know if this is clipping now, if this works. Yeah, you can hear me now. You can hear me now, that's for sure. Check if the filter works again. Does this work and everything? Yeah, this works, this looks good, blah blah blah, etc. Should be fine. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are good. I'm doing okay-ish. I'm honestly currently a bit overwhelmed. I'm working on something. So I'm working on a live set right now. And this live set is a huge opportunity for me. We'll be on a I don't want to say too much, it's not announced yet. Don't want to jinx it or anything. So it is a set at a festival like Baruch, so it's a hybrid festival. It's not only electronic music, you know? And I am currently planning something quite different to my usual sets, which will change the way I play shows. I'm quite excited for that. Quite excited, but also quite overwhelmed because it means that this set, especially right now, needs a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of preparation. A lot more than I expected. And I think I'm working on it since 2.5 weeks now, and I'm still not finished or anything. I'm still quite overwhelmed. Not in terms of music, in terms of preparation for playing the songs live. Just gonna make a post real quick. Make a post here, make a post on YouTube. I mean, on YouTube, I'm going live as well, so that should work. Hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, live vocals, of course, but more than that. Like this will be even a step further. Sounds awesome, man. Your recent stuff is definitely more metal adjacent. Yeah, Kindred. 100%. 100%. Definitely more the metal direction. And I'm steering the wheel towards that direction even more. Let's put it that way. As I said, I don't want to spoil anything right now. Don't want to be like dropping everything at once here in a stream like this, but yeah, a lot of preparation, a lot of learning. And it's gonna be quite interesting. Quite different, quite new to myself. Like this is a new field for me, honestly. But yeah. So I wanna wait until I start the feedback stream a bit because I'm quite early. But we can just do some question and answer thing here. So ask me anything. Ask me anything you want right now. Let's just do yeah, a little question round here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Kindred, that's what I thought. It will definitely be a step towards a new realm of music. I want to put it that way. I have a little hole here in my beard. I don't like that. Did you get my DM? Lennox, yes, I got your DM. I didn't listen yet, though. If you want me to check your stuff ASAP, please just send me a message instead of a voice message, because I will most definitely not listen to it, because I'm always forgetting about it, no offense. Will Garth be part of the lore? 100%. I dropped 2 lore videos already, and Garth was in both of them. Some people don't know. What do you use for influences when you're songwriting? Do you use a certain genre to put yourself in the zone? When it comes to music, I'm listening to a lot of metal actually. I have a playlist on Spotify called Blightcore, with a period behind it. And that's pretty much the playlist I'm using to get inspired, and I'm updating it all the time with stuff that currently inspires me. I also like a lot of game soundtracks. There is a game called Bleak Faith. Bleak Faith? Yeah, Bleak Faith. The soundtrack of that is insane. I like to read books lately, and they help me a lot to get inspired and stuff. So there's different things that get me inspired. I think it's easier to say what does not inspire me because I'm having a hard time to tell my brain to not use anything as inspiration. Just dropping the playlist here real quick, so if you want to check it out. And are you planning to do a real devil summoning while on stage for the new sets? Yeah. I also plan to sacrifice my wife. She knows about it. She's okay with it. So there will be a dead person on stage, 100% confirmed. Best guitar processing chain. You don't want to know. I have like 12 plugins on my guitar. But honestly, the Thal amp by my man Buster is probably one of the best amplifiers you can get. I also like the Forte Nameless thing. And then a lot of frequency splitting helps a lot, I think. So if you have control about the low end, high end, and mid range separately, can help you to create some really, really thick guitars. The most important part, though, is layering different recordings of the guitar. Or if you have a synthesized guitar, definitely make sure that you have one that is humanized, so it can play different versions of the same riff every time you record it. That way you can just record it 4 times and it will get thicker. Cabinets and mics, I don't really know. I'm just doing using the stuff in the amps. Like there's mics and cabinets in it, especially in the Forte Nameless suit that I'm using. Sven's finally doing all up twerking in the sets. Yes, exactly. That's the plan. Yeah, I sacrifice my wife and then I oil myself up with the blood of her, and then I start twerking. That's the concept. Jesus. So whatever you did, Mike, sounds better and loud now. Yeah, I literally got part of my vocal chain on it now. That's why it sounds better. It's literally a plugin that I'm using in my vocal chain. When will Rotten Sour Remixes EP be out? She Talisman. The big problem is that I'm knee deep in the preparation of the my own releases right now, so it might take some time. At the moment, it's on hold, but it will be released. There will be a point where I'm reaching out to everyone and be like, "Yo, you still want to be on the EP?" It might take some time though. It might take until I release my next body of work. Because I want to do it justice, you know? I don't want to just shit out the Rotten Sour remixes and everyone will be disappointed, you know? Compression and distortion preamp is really helpful in bringing out the most in your DI too. You need a lot of harmonics when you're going that low. Kindred, yeah, 100%. Also pitching is incredible. Pitching down your DI and then distorting it. Mwah. How do the invites work to the set? Or will I just wake up there one day? What do you mean anti? Mother, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's funny because Wellsworn is the one song that got the least plays so far of the new release timeline. And at first I was a bit disappointed. Because I love the song a lot. I love Wellsworn a lot. The big problem is that it's extremely niche. Like, it's extremely experimental. It has like 3 completely different quote-unquote drops and or breakdowns, whatever you want to call it. The metal parts are pretty out there. Like, it's definitely more metal than the releases before that. Yeah, that's it was kind of obvious that it gets less plays. It was kind of obvious just looking back into my history of music releases. Oh yeah, it's the outro of World War I, I think, part of the next track. That melody was not used much. It's not part of the next track that gets released. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Jax. Downloading some songs already real quick. But yeah, we will wait a bit longer until I start the feedback stream. Just so we can chat a bit, answer some questions, as I said. Mortal, just a little question round, honestly. I'm just answering some questions right now until I start the feedback stream. Swen, ambient release when? Mark, it is happening. There will be stuff coming. Question time, exactly. Outro melody is pretty unique. Yeah, I hope. Because people want to know stuff, Jax. That's why. Yeah, I'm kind of getting more and more into those dark, shoegazy melodies. So I'm definitely gonna incorporate them a lot more in my music, and I like it a lot. Like it a lot, like the melancholic, atmospheric stuff. Nefix, what's the molecule on your arm? There's different ones, honestly. There's serotonin, endorphin, caffeine, and one more that I don't remember, adrenaline, I think. It's pretty much all the elements that your body shoots out when you're afraid of something, when you're scared, and caffeine. Oh yeah, and meth, of course, I forgot meth. Yeah, Mulord, exactly, like Mimic the Earth. That was kind of the first experimentation with it. Like there's a lot of music lately I listen to that kind of has a similar vibe to it. Let me check if I can show you some stuff. I just really love that stuff at the moment. Capernaum, I like your one-take vocal performance over West One. I hope you make more of these. Yeah, I will do it probably for everything that gets released from now on. Because it's easy. Like, to be completely fair, it's easy content. You know? Anti, yeah, you heard shoegaze. How do you... Kindred is asking, how do you feel about bass music now? Would you rather just produce metal? The stuff you did for Humanity's Last Breath was really inspirational stuff. If I would have to choose producing metal or electronic music, I would choose metal, yes. The thing is that both genres feel incredibly limiting for myself. So I'm just trying to pick what I love about both, and I try to put them together properly in a way that has not been done yet, and I think it's working out pretty well. Because I don't think there's... And this sounds big-headed maybe, but I don't think there is an artist that sounds like the stuff that I released lately. The 3 songs. And I'm pretty proud of it. Yeah. So the combination, it is for me, somehow, I think. So what kind of songs do I have that go into that direction? There's actually a lot of stuff. I also love some new metal stuff. Do you know Varials, Anti? This song's pretty stuff. Also pretty messed up and weird. Feels like the older I get, the more melancholic the music I listen to gets. It's kind of fucked up. A lot of electronic music, Mother. It's actually been a while. There is stuff I listen to. I love the soundtrack of here, Marathon. Like, this song is insane. This one was sick by Misanthrope. Undoubtedly, though, this song is pretty much my song of the year. You gotta say that. Oh, they have the music video here, right? Oh no, it's just the canvas. Sad. Well, that's the song of the year. Like, this one, 100 out of 10.
Engine start, no problem. 5 minutes. Tidin, problem, engine kaput.
Kaputt.
This song in the gym and I just start throwing weights at people.
Kaputt. Der Engine in mein Kopf ist kaputt, ja! Von allen Drogen und kaputt hast! Invasion im Arsch, Wladimir kaputt!
Try to run in like 10 minutes or something.
Mein Zippy, I put in! Rolling in der Jeep mit mein Frikandel!
Yeah,
Ganz kaputt!
that's my jam, guys.
I let myself go, dead shit! Alles muss kaputt, Bright Mark Pit! Willkommen in der Brain Rot Academy! Boning till I die, I need vasectomy! Ruina in mein Kopf, brauche Vitamin! Ritalin, Amphetamin! Tidin, kaputt! Kaputt.
This is also pretty sick. New Jiria album is incredible. I don't Dreaderum, no, I don't listen to Nimda. As I said, I think that I can say that I don't listen to dubstep privately. I really don't listen to dubstep. I mean, it didn't get softer, it just got more polished in my opinion. I love the new stuff, but I was never, like, I don't know their older stuff. You know, that's the thing. And I love the new melancholic, like, more melodic vibe of them. I love how it sounds, so probably I would not be disappointed. Yeah. Fair, he was a huge fan of the older stuff, and he went to see them on the weekend and literally called me just to tell me how meh he thought they were. Yeah, I don't know. I think your friend might be close-minded. Gonna play some Eugenics. Android Mother. Not too many submissions today, actually. But there might come some while we're streaming. Oh, what is my stomach doing? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Then again, I don't listen to anywhere near as much metal as he does. Yeah, I think the more, like, I don't know. It's so funny because there is two parts of metal fans, in my opinion. There's one part of metal fans that is really, really open-minded and likes everything, pretty much. And they listen to dubstep and they're like, yeah, it's kind of fire, it bangs, it slaps. And then there's the other metal fans that think as soon as something sounds more polished and better produced, it turns into something worse. That's kind of funny to just look at. And honestly, so I listened to the back catalog of Jiria, and the new stuff is just way better produced. Like, objectively, it's better music. And of course you can say, okay, I think the songwriting got worse and stuff, and I like the more blast beat stuff that is less complex more. But that tells a lot about you, I think. Don't tell this your friend, he will cancel me. Guys, let's begin with the feedback. Let's honestly start with Dealer of Happiness. It's been a while I saw the name here on the streams. I'm kind of excited for a Dealer of Happiness. I made a song with him called Tulpa. It turned out incredible. We have to make another song actually with my new style, I think. That would be incredible. So let's check it out. The song's called Birthday Resistance. Oh, you don't have audio. Fuck. probably anti. That's a good thing, though. There'll probably be more later on Dreadhorn. I'm sure there will be more submissions. Ooh. Loin could have some more energy, I think, like a little brass, like a would be cool. There's kind of something like that, but just not powerful enough, I think. Oh, I'd love to hear that, Peter. I hope the drums are also made out of the piano note. If not, you lied to me. Just gaslighting now. Ah, sucks to be you, man. Crazy atmosphere, dude. Wow. Ooh. That's beautiful, man. Sorry for looking at my phone sometimes. I'm just waiting for a few messages. Unfortunate. The violin also made out of the piano note? High end is a bit harsh here. But it also has some kind of shoegazy vibe here on this. I like that. Damn. Yo, Quebec. Love the sound of the drums, by the way. Like the overblown, distorted tone of it. Really beautiful. Imagine someone like what is the name called again? Hey, Suffocate. Corpo da The fuck. Wait. Imagine a singer like her on this. That would be crazy. Imagine you get a singer like her. Oh, there is actually a live thing for this. Hell yeah. Antivirus, it does not need it, no, but I think it would elevate it. It would fit so well. I don't care, Dreaderin. Pretty fucking good. It's so good. And it would fit so well, right? Of course, there's a lot more going on here. It's fantastic, Dealer. Your style is evolving and I love it. Just sounds really, really freaking good. And now let's get into something a bit more chill, a bit more calm, just something to just chill out a bit, cleanse your palate a bit. Oh, I love this! Kick actually sounds incredible. Classic code stream, Quebexy. Clipping in the sounds a little bit harsh in my opinion. Ooh, the minimalism. This texture's actually sick. There is an annoying clicking there from the sidechain. You definitely want to get rid of that. Atmosphere is actually pretty good. You're getting better, man. The more you're creating, I really, really love to hear it, and it proves my point again. If you get criticized, but you think the song is finished, just finish it and start the next song. You will evolve from that. You will learn more stuff the more songs you make, and your stuff is getting better and better and better each song. You're getting a feeling how your kicks should sound, you're getting a feeling about your low end, and especially you're getting a better feeling for your, just the atmosphere, the tonality of it. Like, this sounds coherent, this sounds really, really, really good and well thought out, I think. It does not feel random like some other songs that you sent back in the days. Nice, no crackling in the Exactly, Quebexy. This drop could be harder, I think. I think there's too much going on before the drop. This part is kind of too full. The worm is cool. Maybe do a more minimalistic part there. Do a section where you just have the whoop, 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 and then drop it just with a heavy kick and that sound. No percussion, no anything. Just this sound and the drop. And then you can add new things to just have even a better song structure here. Hey, Dakolas. Dakolas exclamation mark feedback. You can join the Patreon and then post under my latest post on Patreon and then you get feedback. Yes. Dakotas, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's me. Love the sound of the percussions here as well. I think in the last drop in general is a bit too much going on. I would go from minimalistic to a bit more going on and then have the last part with only the percussions like here. But yeah. Dakolas, Jesus, have you been sleeping under a stone? It's been ages that I did stuff with UKF. Holy crap. Back in the days it was special. Nowadays I wouldn't care, honestly. Oh, Mark, yeah, I get that. Love the comment, actually. And honestly, I'm still over fixated with the quality and the mix of my music. The thing is, what people don't understand is that, in my opinion, a good mixdown can also be achieved with the more washed out tone of shoegaze and stuff. If I'm talking about a good mixdown, I'm more talking about a balanced mixdown and just something that is pleasant for the ears. And I have more a problem with an overdone mixdown that is just too loud and sounds like ass, compared to a mixdown that is maybe too dynamic and too washed out, like a lot of shoegaze stuff. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain, I think. For me, it's easier to say, okay, this song for me has a good mixdown. For example, like, best example again, shoegaze is kind of metal rock type genre, if you want. It comes from people looking at their shoes on stage because there's so many effects. So, it's kind of electronic music, I guess. So what I wanted to say is the best example for a mixdown that is perceived as really, really good, but in my opinion, not as good, is a lot of the Space Lasers mixdowns. Like that's a really, really good example all the time. If you just look at it as it is, you could say, okay, you hear everything really loud, you hear everything really clean, everything is punching through, there's nothing buried behind anything, everything is incredibly clean and fleshed out. But it's overdone for me. Like there is the certain beauty missing in that incredible attention to detail. Everything is so trimmed down to sounding clean that it just starts to be washed out. And that's kind of the issue that I have there. But then there's other songs, let's say the whole songs, they're the complete opposite. They are like he just doesn't know how to mix his songs. Back in the days, it's getting better, but back in the days when he got his hype and everything, he just didn't know how to mix his songs. That's why it sounded like that. And he said it's a style, but obviously it isn't, because he's now changing it the more he learns. So for me, a mixdown is a certain spectrum. And as soon as you go too much in the one side, it's bad. As soon as you go too much in the other side, it's bad. Everything in between that can be good, but there can be parts that I don't like. So if we are somewhere in between and everything sounds amazing, but the high end is too clashy, too harsh, and too piercing on my ears, I will say that I don't like it. There's just so many different layers to mixdowns and stuff that it's hard to kind of bring it across in these short feedback sessions and in these short reactions and everything. I can say, okay, this is the stuff I don't like about this song, but it might be contrary to stuff that I said about another song because it just does not fit the song and stuff. Can Spirit Box be a good example of good mixdown? Quebexy, yes, and also no, in my opinion. I think older Spirit Box sounds a bit better because there is more character in it. I think new Spirit Box, for me, is a bit too clean. It loses a bit of the tension, of the character, of the energy, you know. And I think also that my overfixation about my mixdowns personally and the mixdowns of other people now turned into the direction that I kind of miss, like the organic stuff. That's kind of the thing, I guess. So what I like, there's the thing. If you ask me, yeah, that's true. The new space lasers I like, but I kind of miss the crunchiness of the sub that was in the Voltage mix that is toned down on the single releases, if that makes sense. I don't know 100%. I don't know if the crazy low end stuff was released yet as well, though. But there's like the big problem. There is artists where I like the extremely clean mixdown. Let's say Sleepnet, for example, is an example where I can say, okay, the mixdown is perfectly detailed. There is nothing wrong with the mix. But the sounds that he's using and creating have this character, this depth, this weird tension, this different kind of sound to it. So compared to a Space Laces, that's thin ice now, who is using sound design that is not the most interesting sometimes, not all the time. There is stuff that is incredible, don't get me wrong. You saw the Voltage reaction, maybe. There is incredible stuff in it, but sometimes the sound design is just not too interesting. So everyone is just talking about the mixdown and how crazy clean it is, but what is left if you're just using sounds that are not really special and then have a mixdown that is not really special? So slowly but surely for me, just having interesting music, stuff that is different from the norm, is more important than just having the best music, if that makes sense. And I think that's also part of growing up, I think. And I think every artist is kind of going through the phase where he just overfixates on a certain point. There was a part where it was just checking how my sound design is. There was a part where I was just checking how my mixdown is. There was a part where I just tried to make the heaviest songs ever. There was a part where I tried to make the most catchy songs ever. And all that kind of comes together into the stuff that I release now, which is just weird as hell. And just experimental, and I don't really give a shit about the mixdown, but of course I know how to mix a song, so it still sounds good. I think the issue is so many people want to copy Space Laser style. Has kind of muddied the water. Sleepnet doesn't seem to get the same reaction from what I've seen. Yeah, I think so. There is some artists that I would put in the same vein, like Imanu, Bunshin, NoQuid as well. Those are people that I could compare to Sleepnet. The problem with Sleepnet is that his usage of sounds, like the sounds he's using, are just really, really unique. And leveling, Dreadorum. Leveling your individual channels. That's the most important part of mixing. But yeah. Good song, Ionic. Kind of sidetracked here a bit. I think you hopefully got the feedback. We got Netflix with Medusa. This sounds super rude and I don't care, but I think people respect Sleepnet's artistic intentions more. What do you mean with that, Anti? Well, the intro is beautiful already. Mix sound is art, 100%. Talking about a clean as hell mixdown. Ooh! Yo, how this drop starts is phenomenal. Yo, this is hella sick. Oh yeah, new YouTube video just dropped. Benoozle, what's good, my man? It's been a while. Yo, this is so sick. I love the style. What the hell? This is such a great combination. Jesus. And now this. Love it. Bim, 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 bim. This transition here. Intro transition. I would filter in the 4/4 drums. I don't say don't do the 4/4 here. I think it works actually, but filter in the 4/4 drums. Have some low, so you have a bit more of a preparation towards what's coming. You know? The grittiness is also pretty cool. And there maybe would go halftime again. Don't overdo it with the double time. But this is sick. This is hella sick. I love this. This is pretty cool. Such a cool and unique style. Great stuff. I love it. Great stuff. Keep doing this. Mixdown is also pretty damn good. Drums are maybe a tiny bit too loud. But that's pretty nitpicky. Now we got a lettuce with... A lettuce. A salad. With ID number this and that. No intro, straight in the build-up, Jesus. Red music, it is not. It is not. It's absolutely worth it. Crazy and crazy cheap? Yeah. Actually, yes. Because you get 4 times feedback a week. A month. Like you pay $5 and you get 4 times feedback. So that's completely fine. One-on-one mentoring is like 5 times that much, so I think it's worth it. Ooh! Bass sounds are a bit loud. Yeah, there's no sidechain. I think that's a big issue. The rhythm is kind of dope, though. Rhythm and atmosphere is kind of cool. Sound design here is also sick. Yeah, sidechain your music, then you got a banger. Backman, your song is unfortunately not downloadable. I think Lennox submitted this one, right? Red, I understand that, and if you don't have the money, that's completely fine, that's okay. But don't be angry because of that, because honestly, when you think about it, this is my job here. I could do other stuff that makes more money in this time. I'm actually doing this for you guys, and if I would not take money, I would have probably 100 submissions here. And I would not be able to do it at all. So everyone who wants feedback can just send it, and you know, it just thinking helps there a bit. No offense from my side as well. I'm just trying to explain it here. Because honestly, back in the days, I probably would have thought the same. Like, how dare you taking money for this? But yeah, it's literally my job. Yeah, this is pretty sick actually. I would prefer this as a full song instead of just a build up and a drop. I think it's a lot easier to just feedback that stuff as well. I like it though. I like the drop sounds, I like the sound design. Sidechain should be a bit harder if there is any sidechain. I'm not sure, maybe it's just how the sound design is. And the bass sounds should be less loud. I think the bass sounds are, compared to the drums, a bit overblown. And if you just put them a tiny bit back, it would help a lot. When you think about it, when you think about dubstep, and probably your favorite dubstep songs as well, the loudest part in the song will be your drums. Because they are the thing that hits the most in the dubstep song. And my arm is kind of itchy and I don't know why. What the hell is happening? I mean, like, what is... Whatever. Of course I know color base red. Of course I know. But yeah, it's still really, really good, really well done. Looking for an update on this one, that would be sick. I got Brave the Storm with Working Class, sick. Level up anything, from dubstep to metal to rap to pop music, whatever you got for me. I feel pretty confident with any genre. Yeah, this is sick. I think the intro is kind of lackluster. Some kind of melody in the intro would be insane, but hope... level up, exclamation mark, feedback. It works over Patreon. Bro, the low end here. I'm sure that Brave the Storm will be on Space Laser's level one day. As soon as people see his name more. Because this stuff is unique. This stuff is crazy unique and so well executed. It's tough, yeah, for real. That fake drop, dude. Low end is insane. Yeah, damn dude. Can you cook a new EP for us? I would love to see you on the label again. Yeah, I love it. This is Brave the Storm, Banoozled. He released an EP with us already. That is also incredible. And he was on the last Crow's Nest Elite, I think. Crazy good. Yeah, Mark, it is freaking hard. Crazy good, perfect production. Can't say a lot to it. Now we got Yui Game with Mistvale. Scared for this one. Yui also here with the weirdest stuff that I somehow love. Interesting. Mark, you're so easy to impress. Oh, there is low end. Who the fuck is Tito? It's kind of cool. So it's well produced, but this does not feel like a drop. And I think that might be on purpose. I hope. Because then it's nice. Ooh. Interesting as hell songwriting. The snare is nice, but it's a sample. I know the sample, that's kind of the issue that I have. That's why I'm not as impressed by the snare. Ooh. This part is sick. Yeah, Quebec, exactly. Oh, it's really Josie Devil vibes, Benuzel. You're so right. It's been a while I heard that name, but Jesus. Yeah, Kindred, not too happy with the anime vocals as well. They kind of destroyed for me too, but I think it really depends on the aesthetics you're going for. Guitar sounds beautiful. So here's the easiest way to fix a shitty sounding guitar. If you have a really bad guitar plugin, just use reverb, distortion, like a guitar amp, and delay on it, and it will sound better. Of course, the OTT. Ooh! Actually pretty well made. Can you... Okay, guys. Can you please explain who Tito is? I have really no idea, and the joke is not funny if I don't know the joke. It's a Vocaloid, uh-huh. Stop using Endless Smile, please. Oh yeah. Oh, that sounded a bit horny. That was literally the Shadow Man. Stop using Endless Smile, please. Ah, the light. Love it. Great stuff, Yuri. This one was really good. This was really freaking good. I enjoyed. Really unique, really cool, really well done. Ah, the light. Ah. Yes. Now we got Mortile with Rex. Probably anti. The balance of this one is kind of odd. So you definitely need to do something with your low end. Like, the low end has no power. Like, you definitely need a sub under this to just make it a bit more powerful, I think. Guys, calm down. I know it's, if we have like, it is so hard for someone who's not producing for that long, obviously, to have a song after many incredible submissions. I get it, but calm down. Like, it is okay to not be like on the same level as everyone else yet. It is fine. It is really fine. This is pretty, like, I kind of like the atmosphere. I think the sound design is a bit off. Like, all the pitch shifting in the sine waves, like wow. It sounds a bit cheesy here. I kind of like the distortion on the drums. I think the atmosphere is not bad at all. I like the intro quite a bit. But then the drop, unfortunately, has no power, and that's because your low end just has no low end. It's just, there's just too much stuff going on. Vocals, this riser, the sound design, all the atmosphere, the distorted drums. I actually like the distortion here. I think there's good stuff going on here. Mixdown just needs a lot of work, and you need a separate sub bass. Your sub bass is just not powerful enough. You need to layer some kind of sine wave in that. This part, just like the intro, sounds beautiful. It's really harsh to listen to. I think the sounds are also too loud. Yeah, honestly, the ideas and the vibe of this is not bad at all. It's mainly just a mixdown issue, so work on their mixdowns for sure. And try the less is more method. Honestly, I think right now there's just too much stuff going on. Try to focus on a few things instead of putting everything in one song. But it's not bad at all. I think it's a cool direction. I'm excited for your next submission, honestly. This might be... Yeah, it can turn into something great, I think. Just with some work and improvement on the mixdown, in the mixdown direction. And I got Bagman with Loud Whispers. Ooh. Needs a bit more high end. Low end is amazing though. Frogman type bass. Yeah, ambience in the background is cool.
Do you think there's a bathroom around here? Shut up. We don't know where it is. But I really have to go.
Ooh. I mean, there's not a lot you can say to this type of music, I guess. As soon as it's well produced and the low end is right and the sound design is kind of cool, it just works. Yeah, it's made really well. I'm not bored or anything. The only thing is that I think the song structure could just be more interesting. I think out of this kind of stuff, you can actually make something that's more elevating than this. Like right now, this is just your typical deep dubstep stuff thing. If I give this up, can I still? You can just still get feedback via the Patreon official X3L Cell. I don't know what your name, like how you pronounce it, but just exclamation mark feedback. Then you can sell. Yeah, it's sell. Okay, that's what I thought. Just join the Patreon, and then you can get 4 times feedback a month for $5. Movement of the bass is nice and everything. Cool. I mean, so the thing is, like, it's good sound design, it's punchy and everything, but it's not a good song. It's just, yeah, sound design and low end, and it's low and minimalistic. That's it. But as a song, this is just not too exciting for me, honestly. I think that sums it up pretty well. And yeah, that's it for the submissions. Now we're gonna wait for Cell. And then we call it a day afterwards. Cell, just let me know. Yeah, just let me know when it's sent. On the latest post on Patreon. The last post I made, feedback submission March 23rd. Then we will end the stream with your song. And maybe after the stream, I will quickly record a new podcast for Patreon. Yeah, Pepsi. Kinda ass. Rampage Open Air benuzelt, yeah. It's announced. Yeah, no rush. We got time. It's all good. You're also playing Rampage Open Air? That's amazing. Peepsy. Bepis. Bepis is just the best name ever. I'm not gonna lie. No monster today. I got mine this morning. Is there something I can show you without... I don't know, Quebexy. Depends on if they record it. Really depends on the Rampage team if they record it. So I'm definitely bringing someone to do like a multi-camp setup, but I don't know if the full thing gets streamed and recorded. Is there anything? I think I can show you a metal remix that has not been released yet. That one's pretty cool. Not sure if this will ever come out or if I just turn it into an original, but this is pretty cool.
This is what it feels like.
Thank you, Sal. Sal, can you make it downloadable? Thank you. Of course.
This is the death of you. This is the death of you.
That's a remix I did for Gravemind, but it's not out yet, and I don't know if they want to release it. Thank you, Sal.
Blood, blood, and toxic lands. Just your last enters a mouth. Jump with endless entrance. Separate the body from the brain. I can feel it from the inside.
Yeah, Moonlord. Got you. I might just turn this into an original, I'm not gonna lie.
I can feel it from the inside.
Yeah. Thank you guys, just had to flex a bit. Let's go into this one by Cell, typed X3LL. Let's do this. The song is called Got to Go. Oops. Already like the vibe of the intro. Sounds incredible. Really, really great sound.
Big up on yourself, everybody, for tonight. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Not the biggest fan of the high-pitched vocals, but that's just a me thing. Okay, this per se this is sick, but the drums need to be louder. The drums need to stand out in the mix more. Maybe use some transient shaping on the drums to make them clickier and boost the volume of them. They have to be the loudest part of the song.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Your color response is pretty sick. The A-B sections are amazing, actually. Love this part here. Great transition though. The transition here was pretty good. And then it keeps going. That's pretty damn good. Sound design is sick, the melody is sick, the vibe of it in general is sick, the songwriting so far is incredible. Mainly just the mixdown. If you listen to especially Noctu and ISOXO and people like that, the drums have to be incredibly punchy and loud. So that's the main issue right now. Vocals are kind of cool. Probably a sample, but they're cool.
Enjoy yourself all night. I just wanna feel the cold. I just wanna feel the cold. I just wanna feel the cold.
Love how this vocal sample sounds. I just wanna feel the cold. This sounds pretty sick. Yeah, songwriting of this one is powerful, man. It's really, really good energy going on here. I'm not the biggest fan of the like this dominator type synth. I just don't like this type of synth. Something more interesting, exciting could be more powerful, I think. It kind of loses energy here. I think the first drop, especially with these kind of sounds here, with the where it is. This stuff. Compared to this. Oh, whoops. Like the THX Dolby Surround sound type synth. It's just a bit lame, I think. It just kills the tension a bit, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, your leveling of the drums is a bit all over the place, I think. Here, the first hit hits incredibly hard, then the snare is also pretty crazy, and then the snare after that is also really soft again. So try to get them all on the same power. This part is amazing, though. You hear, like here, the snare is really soft. And then here it's really heavy because you have another clap in it. Just have the clap on every snare. That will make it a lot better already. Cool shuffle sound here. And the pop. It's really nice. Yeah, it's pretty well written though. The songwriting of this is pretty good. I think it's pretty interesting, pretty well made. Main issue is the drums. The transient of the drums being different on a few drum hits, and just having them not loud enough just kills the power of the song a bit. Also in this last section, as I said, this type synth, I think kills the energy as well a bit, because it just sounds a bit tiring in my opinion. No matter how many layers you add to it, like just use something different there, I think. Just something more energetic like in the first drop. You don't have to change the sounds you're using in every drop, you know? Less is more sometimes, and just going maybe back to this type of sound here. This could be cool, I think, in that part. But it's pretty nice, pretty well made. Excited for you to submit more in the future. Hopefully see you in the next week. And that's it for today, guys. It was a nice feedback stream. It was really enjoyable. Some crazy submissions again. Love to see this again and again. I have to open the feedback streams on Fridays again, because then more people submit, I think. But yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the Patreon support. Love you all. Have a good one, and see you next week. Peace. Enjoy a week. Yeah.